Hello, and welcome back to the 162 in Arlington podcast. We are going to recap this Reds and Rangers series. Game one just wrapped up. They lost 5-3. Oh yeah, would like to say we appreciate all you guys' support. It's not unnoticed. We appreciate it a lot. Um, Losing 5-3. Let's get into it. Let's just start with the bullpen, right? Because that's where it went wrong. Chris Martin giving up the homer. Um, it's all middle. It's all middle, man. It's all middle, and that's what Chris Martin's known for. Just throwing strikes, having the like very low walk rate, which is why the Rangers like him and why they signed him. But he's 40 years old and he's just throwing meatballs that. Could Chris Martin like lock it back in? I think he can. I do. It's just I think for now it's how bullpens go, right? Especially for the Rangers bullpen, if they don't have a lockdown closer, they're gonna try guys and they're gonna lose you games, and then you move, and that's why I think Chris Martin will be moved to a not what is low leverage role now until he can find that location because every pitch is right down the middle.
Yeah, I mean, it comes back to you didn't get a good closer, that cost you the game. That's all it comes down to. Offense obviously could have done more, but Singer just seems to carve these guys up every time he faces them. So like, the fact they got 2 runs off him is nice. They still did work him well. The approach does look different. It's just Global Life Field being Global Life Field and Robinson hits.
Yeah, yeah. Um, the offense not too worried about still.
Like
Um,
they looked fine.
like you said,
Like
yeah, they look good. They look good. It's just they didn't come up when the moment
Seager
was
can't go
there,
0 for
right? They
4
went
though.
three
That
for
can't happen.
ten.
Seager cannot go 0 for 4.
I mean, yeah, but Singer just has really good numbers against Seager, so it is what it is. Um, they got Globe Life Field a little bit, but it's like this, right? Because obviously Wyatt Langford he hit two balls really hard, and it just didn't carry. But at the same time, like I feel like he should know, like it's Globe Life Field. It's not going to go out to center. You got to pull the ball a little bit more, you
Yeah,
know?
but like when you have the offensive struggles that this team has had, he's not swinging for a homer. He's swinging to just get a base hit. And he's trying to hit it to
Yeah,
center.
put
Yeah,
it in
he's
the
trying to put it
gaps.
in the
Yeah.
gaps. He's not really trying to go for a homer. And he's not even, maybe not even trying to go to the gap. Maybe he's just trying to bloop it over the shortstop and second baseman. But he just hit it hard enough it lines out. I mean, dude,
hmm
the amount of fucking lineouts, man, is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, how many hard hit balls? We got Langford in the first, right? You got Langford in the first. You had Peterson in the bottom of the
Eh,
second. Peterson with that diving stop by Ellie. That was a
that
good
was a
play
good
by
play.
Ellie, to be fair. Smith hit one hard, and then they had five straight hard
Yeah.
hits. Like Smith hit a hard ground out still, and then you had Young single was a hard hit. Evan Carter's double was a hard hit. Jansen's double was a hard hit. Nimmo's single was a hard hit,
Yeah.
kind of. And then Langford hit one hard straight at Dane Myers. Um, if he just took that same approach that he had in the later innings on the first two swings, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Then it probably would have gone out. But that's how the game goes.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, we've been a little bit all over the place, but yeah, overall, not too worried about the offense. They could have put up more, um, but it
I
is
mean,
what it
that's what we
is.
said, right? Like the
Uh,
starters are going to go long. And then you gotta hope that your offense can put up enough to support the pen because the pen is not good. That's what we said. Three
yeah,
runs
the
is not
pen's
going to
not
win you a
good.
lot of games. You got to be scoring 5 to 6 runs.
Yeah, we'll talk about Gore and then kind of talk about the state of the pen. Obviously, we just talked about how Martin needs to go into more low leverage situations. Overall for Gore, I think he had a good outing. Um, it's obviously 6 innings and with three runs given up is a quality start, and I think that's what he did. Um, the velocity was there, the location was there. He's striking out guys. I think he overall looked good. I think the defense helped him out a lot, which is a positive for him, right? Like last year, he pitched for the Nationals, and the Nationals didn't have a good defense, which ballooned some of his numbers. Now Gore's with the Rangers that have a lot better defense behind him, and they helped him out today. Um, even his pitch to Spencer Steer wasn't bad. I think the main pitch he's going to regret was the Ellie De La Cruz homer ball. Like that was just a right down the middle. And Ellie's not gonna miss those. But I think you're not mad about Mackenzie Gore's start.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah. you're not mad about the start. It's fine. I mean, he struck out guys 7 Ks, I think, through 6 innings, so we're fine. He's doing
I think it was
nine, nine
9, right?
Ks, maybe. Yeah, nine.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, my main thing is not like a concern, but it's just like it kind of sucks when Gore pitches. The bullpen's gonna have to do some work because he strikes out so many guys, so his pitch count gets up. That kind of sucks, but
I mean, 6 innings
yeah,
is
6 innings
good.
is good. I know
6 innings should
yeah,
get
yeah.
you
Six
there.
innings will get you there, but it's like you're not gonna get 7, 8 innings out of Gore really because he's just gonna strike out too many people.
Yeah, probably. But we'll see. Maybe his efficiency goes up with more outings. Um, yeah. Young's starting to
Yeah,
look better. He had some good plays at third. Young's
that's the
starting to
thing.
look better. I think Evan Carter had good
Like,
at. Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry,
yeah,
go
like
yeah.
1 through 9 now. Everyone's hot. Like everybody is hitting. There's not a single besides Peterson. There's not a
Yeah, Smith's not having a
yeah, no,
great
I mean
start.
great start, but like I feel like Smith's always like that. Like he not starts slow, but he has like a bad first week and then he just goes crazy. So it's like fine. But like there's not many weak spots in this order. And it's not even like they didn't come through with runners in scoring position or anything like that. They just got globally fielded, I feel like.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, Smith and Peterson are still putting off some good swings. So, not too much panic on the lineup. Oh yeah, what I will say, I wanted to bring up was that bottom of the sixth,
Yeah.
right? That's when Berger hit a leadoff double against Singer. That was a
Yeah.
good double. And then they pinch hit Peterson with McCutcheon, right? And he doesn't have a good at bat. He grounds out to third, which ideally he does. You're not supposed to be doing, but it is what it is. And then Sam Haggerty has to be in there for either Smith or Carter. Sam Haggerty has to be in there. Like that is why he's on this team is to hit lefties. And like Sam Maul, a guy who throws like 90,
Dude,
92,
Haggerty's
like
gonna
that
chew
that
that
is
guy
perfect
up,
for
man.
Haggerty. I mean, he's going to put together a solid at
Yeah.
bat and like you maybe get a run out of that, but who knows,
Yeah.
right? But
Should have
yeah, he has to pinch it for either Smith or
probably
Carter.
Smith because you want Carter to have those at bats, even if it is high leverage. You still want him to have those at bats.
Yeah, I mean, at that point you should have pinch hit for. I know I understand like trying to win games, but also Carter needs at bats against lefties, which is why you want to try and balance it out. But I think that spot you had to pinch hit Haggerty for one of Smith or
Yeah.
Carter. Didn't matter who. It just you had to do that at that point. And they even pitched around Young to get to Carter. I feel like you should have, you
Yeah.
know, but it is what it is, and let's see where Schumacher wants to go with the pinch hitting from now on. So where do you think they go for the ninth inning now? Chris Martin gives up a couple homers. I think they should have gone with
Yeah.
Junis for another inning there. I really felt like that, and then you could have gone to Alexander in the 10th, who has some good success, who pitched well for them against the Phillies in extra innings. So um, I think right now the guys you trust are Junis, Alexander, Beeks,
Yeah.
right? And really, I think that those are the three you really trust. I know Colwyn hasn't given up a run, but I'm still always scared when watching him pitch because it feels like he doesn't have a great location and he doesn't know where the pitches are going, but he gets the job done, which is fair enough to him. And I don't think, and still, Schumacher's not really putting him in that high leverage. It's kind of sixth, seventh inning
Yeah.
guy. And then I think we all kind of know about Robert Garcia's ninth inning issues. So I think it's really like Junis, Alexander, Beeks, right? Is there anyone missing? Maybe Latz, because Latz is now fully in the pen. He could be in the high leverage. We got. I think Bobler needs to find the location still. So I think it's really those four.
Yeah. Out of those four, I'd probably say I'd like Junis the most. I mean, because um, I think he's the one who locates the best and gets efficient outs. So I think Junis is your best option. I mean, he's been good, like consistently. Like Alexander, I feel like has gotten lucky at points. I don't feel like Junis has gotten lucky. He's actually like made pitches and made quality pitches when he needs to. But not saying Alexander isn't, but I see Junis doing that more often. Latz, I think you want because if you put him in that high leverage spot, you're going to have to decrease his workload of sorts. You know what I'm saying? So, and then at that point, you lose a very valuable swing guy slash sixth starter if you need him. So I don't think they do that with Latz because you kind of need him to be that swing guy. And then, yeah, Beeks, I just don't like for the ninth. I just don't like Beeks for the ninth.
I mean, I'd prefer him to
Yeah, I
Martin and
prefer him to Martin
Garcia.
Garcia, but I prefer Junis and
So
Alexander.
that's why I think it's Junis, Alexander, and Beeks are gonna be in the mix there. I think Junis looks the best out of everyone in the bullpen by far for me. Um, but yeah, that's gonna wrap it up unless you have something else, right? Yep. Um, yeah, just not a great. Chris Martin blowing it sucks. But overall, you like what you got out of Gore. You like where the offense is at. We're going to see new guys in the back end of the bullpen as Schumacher tries to figure that out. So tough loss, but yeah, we'll take you to game two. All right, game two just wrapped up. The Rangers lost 2-0. End up losing the series to the Cincinnati Reds. This was the first game that we watched on our live stream on this channel on YouTube. So um, if you want to, I don't know, watch along, you can if you want to. Yeah, this was a very depressing and boring game. We saw these type of games a lot in 2025. And knowing the Rangers, get ready to have like 50 more games like this, to be honest. Um, I guess we'll just talk offense. I think all this just talk about the offense and Kumar Rocker. Shout out to the four pen guys, right? Beeks, Latz, Baumler, and Alexander all had amazing days. But we'll start with the offense. That it's completely opposite what we saw in the last, what was it, 7 games. Just we're supposed to be grinding out pitchers and just trying to get on base and trying to trust the guy after us. And that approach was gone from the Rangers today. Everyone's trying to hit a 2-run homer with no one on base. We need to try to get on base, try to, cause some action, try to, do some things. And Lauder did look very good, I'll admit that. But you have to work him and try to get him out of the game and try to, like, pass the baton a little bit. And it was very individual at bats. And we saw that a lot last year. A lot of individual at bats. So yeah, that's what I saw out of the offense. It was very frustrating, and knowing the Rangers, you have to hope that this type of games don't happen as much as last year. That's what you have to hope for.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much summed it up. Just didn't have team at bats.
Mm-hmm.
Especially,
yeah.
I mean, when we were on the live stream, there was I'm completely blanking on his name right now, but there was someone in the chat who was talking.
With Chad Stevens?
Yeah, Chad Stevens. And he was talking about how, like, he started getting us talking about how hitting is contagious and all that stuff, and then you gotta start thinking, like, everyone's taking professional at bats, and Jock Peterson comes in, consistently takes on professional at bats. Affects the whole lineup, man. Can affect the whole lineup.
Yeah, I know he's hitting the ball hard, man, but it's just like the way he takes at bats. He's always uncomfortable. He just always looks uncomfortable, and I just don't believe in him bouncing back. But I think the Rangers are gonna ride with him, so we'll see what happens with that. I think a point I did have, and I was
also,
thinking about this. Oh yeah, go ahead.
There's no reason Peterson should ever be batting fifth when Carter's on the hot streak he's on right now. I mean, dude, you could have taken the game right back in the first inning, and that's the thing, man. Jock kills so many rallies, having him in the 5. Bro, that 5 hole is an important role, man. You can't give it to someone who's struggling. You got to give it to Carter, and I don't know, man. I know he's not like a power hitter to drive in runs, but he's gonna get the base hits and get them in. I don't know. I don't understand why Peterson's still in the 5 and Carter's batting 8th.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think just wherever Peterson is in the lineup, he's going to be a clog,
Yeah.
But that is a good point, and maybe we do see a difference. I hope that the Peterson leash is very short. That's what I hope for. Yeah. So something I did think about when it comes to the offense is, what would this look like if we had Alejandro Ozuna in this lineup? I think Ozuna as a guy who just is not trying to hit the ball super hard, right? Because we saw that again today, same as yesterday. Guys were hitting the ball hard and the ball just didn't travel. Ozuna's a guy that's just going to place the ball, like just going to put the bat on the ball, hit it where the guys ain't, Like I feel like the Rangers need a guy in this lineup that's gonna do that, and I feel like um, Ozuna is that, like not chasing exit velocity type stuff. So that's what I think. I don't think Ozuna is gonna get many reps still, but that was something that came to my mind. I think let's talk about Rocker, and then we can wrap it up. That's all that needs to be known here. I thought he looked very good. I think people that watch this know that like we're not the biggest Kumar Rocker guys, mainly because of his pitch mixing, his location, and he seems kind of predictable up there. He did look a lot better. He did, and his location looked a lot better, and that is what's to be said. If he's gonna locate well, then it's gonna be a hard time for the Reds to hit him. He had the rough first inning where the Reds were putting together some really good at bats, and the Rangers defense could have helped him out a lot. But overall, he was throwing strikes, only had one walk, and his stuff looked good. So, and there's still things he can learn from this. Where he had some like uncompetitive misses or non-competitive misses, like Jack Leiter had a couple years ago, which is something he can improve on. But overall, I was very encouraged by Kumar Rocker's outing.
Yeah, he looked good. Yeah, because my whole thing was been like he only throws two speeds, and those speeds and the times he throws them are very predictable. I still think obviously non-competitive misses. I still think he's very predictable though. I mean, I was calling out every pitch before this guy was throwing it, almost in my head, and yeah, I mean, it's still like they got kind of lucky, man. The Reds hitters always looked on balance. They always looked ready to hit. They scolded a crap ton of balls. I don't know. He's not fully there for me yet. I need to see like two or three more starts.
Yeah, we'll see. But I was encouraged by the start for sure. I think
Yeah, I
there's
mean
some
it's good,
improvements
but
made
like,
be.
dude, they like everything was 90 plus exit velo, bro. I was talking about it during the stream. I was like, dude, they're smacking it around. It's just getting hit right to the fielders.
Yeah, I mean, but that also helps. But yeah, yeah, I think you guys can tell we're still like a little bit on edge when it comes to Kumar Rocker. But yeah, hey, maybe the location's better and everything's better,
And
right?
hey, if he wants to be a ground ball pitcher like that, sure, because we got three strikeout guys in our rotation. We don't got guys who go deep into games.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that wraps it up, right? I mean, they're at 500 now. Hope that they can salvage the series tomorrow, or just win a
Prevent
game
the
tomorrow. We
sweep.
hope they can win a game.
Yeah,
Um,
just can't get swept. I mean, it's tough series loss, but just can't get swept. That's the one thing you can't do.
yeah, getting swept going into Seattle is going into facing the Mariners is a pretty bad recipe.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, okay, we'll take it to game three. All right, game three wrapped up. The Rangers end up getting swept by the Reds as they lose Sunday's game 2-1. This is a series we saw a lot last year. You saw a really good starting pitching, three good starting pitching performances from the Rangers. Um, you saw the Rangers offense just get dominated by the Reds starting pitchers, or just in the case of last year, opposing starting pitchers. You would see them in like the little amount of opportunities that they had to score, they would take really bad at bats. And the manager made a bad bullpen decision, which last year Bochy did a lot. Schumacher made two bad bullpen decisions in this game. So just a big 2025, um, yeah, just like a 2025 series type. So we can just, there's not much to talk about the offense. We'll start on it first, right? Like it's just the same thing as yesterday. Not just got bullied by Chase Burns, and like they had a couple opportunities to score in this bottom of the seventh and bottom of the eighth and bottom of the third, I think. Um, but yeah, it was really nothing. Um, Jock had the homer, which is good for him, and I know people aren't still going to believe in Peterson, but his last two at bats were good at bats, and if you remember last year, he had a really good August, which was sparked from his homer off of Devin Williams, who played for the Yankees. So hopefully this can get him going, but the offense, like the at bats, were just really bad, um, and it's not encouraging seeing these type of at bats going into a tough Seattle series. So What's your
Yeah,
thoughts?
it's just bad at bats all around. Um, we need more guys like Nimmo and Carter in this lineup that are just gonna put balls in play. I mean, you can see Nimmo's the only one who had multiple hits, and it was all because he just shortened up and put the ball in play. I just don't know when these guys are gonna understand that you don't have to chase exit velocity. But yeah, good for Peterson. I mean, for everyone that was dogging on him. I mean, you kind of after the home run, he was kind of like, keep talking. So it's not good for him. That might. He did the similar thing last year. Everyone was crapping on him, and then he hit that homer, and then had the crazy pimp job, and then So yeah, if he can
Mm.
hit swinging, that'd be great. I don't know. It's like even in the best case scenarios, the best like it's spread to Seager and Nimmo and all of them. I mean, not Nimmo, but Seager. It's spread to him. It's like now he's chasing homers because he can't like it's like also it's like Seager can't trust anyone to drive him in, so he kind of has to swing for homers.
Yeah, yeah. And Langford's had a lot of opportunities with guys on base. Like Seager hasn't got too. You realize like Seager and Berger haven't had too many opportunities with guys on base because Langford just hasn't been great. So I think it kind of stems to Langford, to be honest, because Nimmo's going to do his thing. I think Langford needs to turn it on for this offense to have something, or just we need team at bats up and down the lineup. It's kind of I think we can finish on that because we said a lot of this. It's pretty much the same things we said after the game two recap, right? Yeah. So Jack Leiter looked really great. Struck out nine. Um, like he was dawing up his pitches, man. And again, when he's attacking hitters, he only had one walk today. When he's attacking hitters, he looks really, really good. And these first two outings, he's been attacking hitters to the best. That cutter has been a nice strike pitch for Leiter to throw. So this, all three starts are really good in the series, and Leiter, um, threw some very great pitches, made some really great pitches, some really nasty pitches at times. So it's very encouraging to see what Leiter is doing, and I think he's going to be a guy for the Rangers for years to
Yeah, I
come.
mean, this is a guy who coming into the season we all kind of thought of. Hey, he could be pretty good. He's looking like an ace right now. I mean, you pair a 99 mile per hour fastball with a 93 mile per hour changeup at the bottom of the zone. I mean, that's just crazy. And yeah, he's locating all six of his pitches, which not to just think about that. He has six pitches, and they all have crazy movement. So he's locating all six pitches where he wants them. And the cutter, I think, is a great pitch because I think part of the thing last year was he didn't want to get too fastball heavy and just kind of pump the zone with fastballs to get to 0-2 to throw the breaking ball. That cutter gives him the leverage to throw more fastballs in the zone and get more in the zone because the cutter gives some difference. So I think it's the cutter was a really good addition. And yeah, just in general, he's locating better. He does get very lucky though on elevated changeups. I noticed that. It's gonna bite him eventually, but I mean, it's gonna work if he rides that fastball up. The elevated changeup's gonna work, but for how long?
Yeah, when you throw a
Yeah,
99, that's going to work. Yeah. Yeah, Leiter looked really good, and he's not. The starting pitchers are not the reason the Rangers have lost
yeah,
these three games. That's for sure, as that was for 2025. Um, yeah, Robert Garcia and Chris Martin,
no,
no in high leverage situations right now. Robert Garcia just lacks a mental. You come back. Your offense has been struggling. You come back, and then Robert Garcia just walks the first hitter on pitches that aren't even close. Like that. No, you have to go
yeah.
attack the inning
Momentum is
after you
currently
just
on
tie
your
up a
side.
ball
You
game.
just tied the game.
Yeah,
Momentum's on your side. They're scared. You have to attack the zone.
you have to attack the zone there, and Robert Garcia just I don't know, man. The mental is not there for him. And then Chris Martin was just throwing a bunch of beach balls. Obviously, Chris Martin did let
Yeah,
up a run, got lucky on a nice play from Josh Smith. But both Robert Garcia and Chris Martin's just throwing like Chris Martin specifically is throwing a lot of
yeah,
pitches right down the middle. I think Robert Garcia and Chris Martin shouldn't be in the high leverage role right now. I think right now it's Latz, it's Cole Winn, it's Beeks, it's Alexander, and it's Jacob Junis. I think between those five, you make up the late innings. I don't think you should trust Robert Garcia or Chris Martin in any of those roles as
yeah.
of now.
I agree with that. It's just like Garcia doesn't have the mental, and yeah, I mean when he leaves it middle, it gets crushed, man. Because I don't know, it's something about his fastball that's just like, or something about the way he pitches. They're just never off balance, man. You can just sit on the pitch you want, and you can crush it. And then Martin, you
Yeah.
also got to think about it. Martin doesn't have many speed variants, So when he's just throwing strikes, it's all one speed, and if he's not locating, it's just a bunch of beach balls because everything's one speed. Even his sweeper, he
Yeah.
added a new pitch, a sweeper. It's still like 82, man. That's not hard to catch up to when the fastest he throws 95. Then everything else hits around 90. So yeah, it's just location. Really, that's all it is. I mean, even he threw one nasty sweeper, but it ended up middle. So it's like,
Yeah, he's just throwing everything in the middle. But yeah, those are our thoughts on the Red Series. We are doing live streams now where we like watch the game. So if you want to tune into that, it's greatly appreciated. We greatly appreciate all the support on this channel. And we'll see you on Thursday for the Mariner series recap. Peace.